everyone. Welcome to another episode of the QubicaAMF Tech Tip Podcast. This is a weekly podcast where we take you on a journey through the fascinating world of bowling technology and beyond. As always, I'm your host, Orly, and we have special guest David J. David J., thanks again for coming on the show. We really appreciate you coming on.
Always a pleasure, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, and David, you came on and covered some information about Square, and I thought I would have you back on today because I know you said you had another topic you wanted to cover. So, again, if you're, you haven't listened to the show lately or didn't hear David's last show, QubicaAMF has partnered up with Square. And David, can you kind of just cover that briefly, just kind of an overview on that?
Sure. So QubicaAMF has partnered with Square to use Square POS for restaurants. And we will, Conqueror and Square integrate together to combine two really robust sets of technologies into one operating system, so to speak. Conqueror is still Conqueror, Square is still Square, but we have combined for financials and reporting and payments and that type of thing.
Okay. And, I know you wanted to cover, we thought we'd have you on to cover just some things that you think customers might need some help with or questions that might come up. So today, I'm just going to kind of let you take it from here and cover what you thought you wanted to talk about today.
Okay, perfect. One of the things that happens with the integration is all of the price keys from Conqueror are now items in Square. So everything is now made in Square and synchronized with Conqueror. So what we need to remember is in Conqueror, when we're setting up our pricing and our price keys, we have the department structure, and that department structure handles our reporting. So we create a price key one time, and it will always report into that department the same every single time, no matter where we sell that price key from in Conqueror. We can accomplish that same thing with the setup of the category structure in Square. So when we start talking about this integration, one of the things that we try to make sure of with our customers is, how do you want your reporting to look? How do you want your bowling pieces to look when we start looking at reporting in Square?
Okay.
And so we usually talk about trying to mimic the department structure from Conqueror into the category structure of Square. When we do that, we're just going to take bowling as an example, and the department structure in Conqueror starts with bowling as the main department, and then sub-departments of game bowling, time bowling, unlimited bowling, extra frames, and so forth. To accomplish that same thing, if that's what we want to see when we look at a report in Square, when we create our new categories in Square, we would create the first category of bowling. And once we create a bowling category, our next category could be game bowling. And when we create that, we can now assign it to what Square calls a parent category. So we would assign it to the parent category of bowling. So that would then create the same look as what we saw with our previous reporting in Conqueror. And then we would add a time bowling category and link it to the same parent category of bowling and so forth. One of the cool things that people have really appreciated is in Conqueror, we have shoes and socks underneath and included in the bowling department, which includes the shoes and sock revenue in the grand scheme of bowling revenue. In Square, we can now say, well, I just need a category that is shoes and socks, and we can have that revenue in its own category in Square. So it doesn't have to be under the parent category of bowling. So a couple of things like that. We've also seen people, customers that have said, well, I want to separate my league bowling out even from bowling or tournament lineage or whatever the case may be. So the key is make sure that you kind of draw yourself a map, make a picture or a diagram of, okay, this is how I want my reports to look. And now what do I have to do to accomplish that? And once you accomplish your category structure, then making your items in Square becomes much easier.
Perfect. Well, David, I appreciate you coming on to talk about this, because this is just the start of this partnership. So I know there's a lot of exciting things ahead, and yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I know you are too, and the customers also. So I'm excited you're able to come on here and cover that. I'm sure we'll have you back. I've had you 2 times in the last couple of weeks, so I will be thankful for that, and I won't bug you for a little. I'll give you a little bit of time off. So,
well, actually, with the kind of semi-explosion of the Square integrations after our general release, we're doing a lot of them, and so we're learning things all the time, and learning not necessarily customer struggles, but things that we can pass on. And so as I find those, I will definitely share.
Yeah, no, I appreciate it. And if you're new to the show, like I mentioned every single week, so if you're not new to the show, you've heard this before, but if you are new to the show, make sure you're going back, listening to past shows. Great episodes out there with a lot of information that, can help you. And if it's something you already know, maybe you just want to pass those on to your employees to listen to, or, some of your management team. A lot of great information. Make sure you're going back. And yeah, until next time, we will talk to everyone soon. Thank you.